Before we dive into the world of One Piece, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. Are you ready to set sail on an epic adventure? With over 1,000 chapters and episodes, the One Piece series has become a beloved favorite among anime and manga fans. Uh, um, but have you ever wondered which story arc reigns supreme? Let's start with the question. What makes a great story arc? Is it the action-packed battles, the emotional character development, or the intricate plot twists? Perhaps it's a mix of all these elements that makes a story arc truly unforgettable. From the Long Ring Long Land arc to the Marineford arc, we'll be ranking every One Piece story arc from worst to best. So buckle up and get ready to explore the vast ocean of One Piece. The Long Ring Long Land arc kicks off our list, introducing the Foxy Pirates and the Davy back fight. Although it's an entertaining arc, it feels a bit drawn out, and its central theme loses relevance in the broader storyline. Next up is the Reverse Mountain arc, which serves as an introduction to the Grand Line and the world of One Piece. While it's a poignant and thrilling arc, its minimal impact on the central plot makes it less intense. Compared to other story arcs, the Wisty Peak arc had this potential to be one of the best with its captivating twists and turns. However, its presentation as a prelude to future events diminishes its impact and relevance. The Romance Dawn arc is a lesser known but crucial part of the One Piece narrative, introducing Luffy's character and the central theme of pirates and their oceanic adventures, although it's a bit lacking in animation and character development. It sets the stage for the epic voyage that follows. The Orangetown arc marks the debut of Nami and Buggy the Clown playing a crucial role in developing these key characters. However, it falls short in generating sufficient excitement and intrigue among its audience. The Syrup Village arc introduces Usopp, a significant member of the Straw Hat Pirates, and offers a good balance of character growth, an exciting antagonist, and engaging battle scenes. Unfortunately, its slow pace makes it less prominent by the time it reaches its conclusion. So the post-war arc is a deeply emotional chapter in Luffy's character development, exploring the consequences of the Battle of Marineford. And although it's rich with heartfelt moments, its excessive emphasis on emotional trauma and self-discovery slows down the pace of the narrative. The Low Count arc is a significant part of pirate lore, featuring the execution platform where Roger once stood and Monkey D. Dragon's memorable appearance. However, its pace could have benefited from a more gradual progression aligning better with the unfolding events. The Return to Salvati arc feels like coming home after a 2-year transformation, reintroducing the Straw Hat Pirates and setting the stage for the next chapter of their brand motivation. With the adventure in May, although it's a turning point in the narrative, it lacks danger and tension compared to other parts of the storyline. The post-Enies lobby arc concludes the event at Enies lobby, marking one of the most significant battles in the history of the world government against the Straw Hat Pirates. Um, Although it's a comforting narrative for fans, it didn't grab attention to be positioned first, and the arcs that followed surpassed it in every aspect. The Little Garden arc showcases a century-old fight between two giants, Dory and Brogy, and presents an intense encounter between the Straw Hat Pirates and associates of Baroque work. However, it seems like a diversion that disrupts the story's flow. The Baraki arc introduces Vinsmoke, Sanji, a powerful fighter and exceptional cook, and marks the entrance of Dracul Mihawk, who challenges Roronoa Zoro in an exhilarating duel. Although it's a skillfully crafted character introduction, packing multiple storylines into a single arc wasn't the best decision. The Amazon Lily arc features Luffy's encounter with Boa Hancock's personal story, showcasing her affection for Luffy and the hardships she endured in her childhood. Although it contributes to the overall storyline, its influence feels, somewhat muted. The Drum Island arc revolves around themes of loyalty and friendship, vividly shown through Luffy's efforts to rescue Nami and a poignant flashback featuring Chopper. Although it's an emotionally impactful arc, Wapple's portrayal as a villain falls flat. The Fishman Island arc serves as the initial showcase of the collective strength of the Straw Hat Pirates as a team featuring themes such as the Void Century, Joy Boy, Ancient Weapons, and more. However, Hody Jones's ineffective portrayal as a villain diminishes the anticipated growth of his character. Is that the effect? The Jaya arc is remarkably brief, paving the way for the influential Skypiea arc. Although it establishes the rivalry between the two current Sea Emperors, it didn't fully develop its stories as much as they could have. The Punk Hazard arc holds importance due to its connection to the Dressrosa saga and the introduction of Doflamingo as the antagonist. However, the multiple interwoven plot lines divert attention away from the primary theme, reducing its impact. But the Thriller Bark arc features the well-known phrase, "Nothing happened from Zoro," and includes various subplots such as Geffa Moria's rule and Brook's introduction. Although it's a worthy inclusion in the top 20 arc rankings, its narrative didn't receive the animation quality it deserved. The Zoe arc lays the foundation for two significant story arcs, Whole Cake Island and Wano. Although it introduces several captivating secrets, it lacks an independent storyline progression and primarily serves as a prelude to future arcs. The Skypiea arc is often overlooked due to its slow progression and length, but its significance is amplified by Enel's character development, making him one of the most compelling villains in One Piece. The Levely arc delves into the main storyline, encompassing the nefarious actions of the world government, the revolutionary army's moves, and the alliances between various nations and islands. And although it's a short arc, it could have been elevated further with a couple more chapters or episodes. The Alabasta arc generates intrigue for the plot line, featuring exciting twists such as Crocodile's scheming and the revelation of an ancient weapons importance. Although it's a memorable experience for readers, it carries a wealth of cherished moments that still resonate occasionally. The Dressrosa arc features numerous parallels with Alabasta, particularly in terms of character development Although it introduces Luffy's grand fleet, the pacing significantly diminishes the emotional resonance of the monumental events depicted within the story. Um, the Whole Cake Island arc focuses on Sanji's troubled history and the fearsome rule of an Emperor Extra. Although it's a skillfully crafted narrative, its historical significance and excellent build-up to the Wano arc make it stand out. The Impel Down arc evokes nostalgia with the return of characters such as Buggy, Crocodile, and Blackbeard. Although it highlights Luffy's efforts to save his brother from execution, the blend of old and fresh characters creates an engaging narrative that truly showcases the story at its finest. The Arlong Park arc showcases Luffy's authentic character and extraordinary abilities, featuring a somber and tense atmosphere mirrored in Nami's emotional journey and her dark past under Arlong's oppressive rule. The Water 7 arc shares some resemblance with Arlong Park, focusing on Robin's past and her forced capture by the world government's CP9 unit. Although it introduces Frankie and his link to the ancient weapon, Pluton, the narrative thread of internal conflict serves as an additional layer of depth. The Enies Lobby arc showcases the Straw Hat Pirates' confrontation with the world government, demonstrating its complexity and the power of the world government beyond just the Navy. The Sabaody Archipelago arc serves as the pivotal moment in the Chronicles of One Piece, bringing together the impressive might of the New Era pirates, the ruthless actions of the world government, and Luffy's initial encounter with the tragic loss of his comrades. The Egghead Island arc kicks off the long-anticipated final chapter of One Piece, featuring a captivating storyline with intriguing twists and turns that solve some of the grandest mysteries surrounding the world and characters of One Piece. The Elbaf arc is currently unfolding in the One Piece manga, securing a spot among the top 3 story arcs. Although it's still in its early stages, it's already created quite a stir, outdoing all previous One Piece story arcs. The Wano arc is considered the longest in the history of One Piece, delivering everything a One Piece fan could hope for in terms of narrative structure, character growth, action sequences, and relevance to the overall plot. The Marineford arc takes the top spot, striking the right balance for the intense emotions it conveys and allowing ample time for unexpected twists and significant character evolutions with its narrative. And there you have it, folks. The Marineford arc reigns supreme as the best One Piece story arc, but don't just take our word for it. And go ahead and explore the world of One Piece for yourself. And on a lighter note, why did the pirate quit his job? Because he was sick of all the arguments. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.